Hey everybody, it's Ian the Off Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day today. Well, this is it, guys. This is the penultimate, next to last clue number 9 for Piazza, the puzzle mystery quilt. We are so close to the end. I can almost taste it. That'd be weird to eat fabric and taste. Anyways, we are very close to finishing this out, and this is our next to last clue. Next month, April, we get to see the big reveal, see how it all comes together. I'm so excited I can't talk. So let's go ahead and put clue 9 together in preparation for the final project, clue 10. All right, here is clue 9 package. I, of course, have my instructions. I'm doing the large Piazza in the colorway of San Marco. I have my San Marco colorway right there. Let's open up our package and see what's included. First off, we have 4 small triangles of fabric B. We have 16 small triangles of fabric D. We have E fabric, 12 E fabric small triangles. I got tongue-tied there. 12 E fabric of our triangles. I can't seem to get that out for some reason. All right, moving on. We have 8 squares of fabric C. We have 4 large triangles of fabric A. And last but certainly not least, we have 4 large rectangles of fabric A. This is all the fabric that we have in this pack. I'm going to go ahead and put it onto the table next to me, and we'll get started with step number 1. All right, we're going to be working on section 9. We're going to be putting 4 of section 9 together, and these instructions tell us how to do that all at once. We're going to start off with step number 1, which says to join a small triangle of D to a small triangle of E. And we're going to make 8 of these. And whenever we're done, we're going to set 4 of them aside. But for now, we're going to be working on 8 half square triangles that look exactly like this. I'm going to go ahead and put all 8 together, and I'll come back when it's time to press it out. All right, I have sewn all 8 of these half square triangles together. Again, remember up and over when pressing. That really seems to help make sure you're not warping your pieces. And again, whenever you're putting them through the sewing machine, let the machine do the work. Don't push or pull as you're putting your pieces through. That will also help to make sure that you are not stretching on that bias fabric. All right, so we're done with step 1. It says to set 4 aside. So I'm going to go ahead and remove 4 from this stack, and I will put them off to the side. There is 4 right there. I'm going to go ahead and put them off to the side, and we're going to move on to step number 2. All right, moving on to step 2, it says to join a small triangle of E to a small triangle of B. We're going to make 4 of these in total. Again, more half square triangles just like this. I'm going to go ahead and make all 4 of those, and I'll come back when it's time to press it out. Okay, I have sewn all 4 of those together. I don't remember if I mentioned in the previous step 1 that we were pressing towards our D fabric. In this one, we are pressing towards our B fabric. So I have pressed towards my B fabric. There are 4 of those. Let's move on to step number 3. Moving on to step number 3, it says to join a step 2 unit to the right of a step 1 unit, just like we have shown. Our E fabric will form that diagonal line that you see there. We're going to do this 4 times using all 4 of the clues that we've made so far. I'm going to go ahead and sew them together just like this, and I'll come back when it's time to press it out. All right, I have sewn all of those together, and I'm pressing towards my EB half square triangle, just like that. So I now have all 4 of my, this is step number 3. I've completed step number 3, and we're going to move on to step number 4. For step number 4, we're going to add a C to the left of a step 1. So we're grabbing those 4 that we had set off to the side, and we're just going to combine these 2 as so. C is on the left side, then you have your D and E fabric just like this. We're going to make 4 of these in total, and I'll come back when it's time to press it out. All right, I have sewn all 4 of those together. I am pressing towards my C square. So our big piece of fabric here, not our half square triangle. There we go. We have completed step number 4. Let's move on to step 5. All right, moving on to step 5, it says to join a step 4 unit on top of a step 3 unit. Sorry, I got those units backwards there for a moment. Step 4 is on top of a step 3 unit. And you'll know that that's correct because you've got your E fabric in a diagonal formation, just like this. It lines up. And we also have our D fabric that is on either side of our C fabric. So I'm going to go ahead and make 4 of these, put these together, and remember our center seams will nest, so I'm going to focus on that whenever I sew them together. I'm going to do that 4 times, and we'll come back when it's time to press it all out. All right, I have sewn all 4 of those together. We are pressing towards our DEEB row, so basically towards the bottom of this specific square. So I press it just like that, and I have 4 of those. Mine are a little wobbly, but that is okay. Remember, a finished quilt top is always better than a perfect one. So there are my 4. It looks like we're going to be setting these off to the side for a little bit. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to move on to step number 6. Okay, moving on to step 6, it says to join a small triangle of D to the left of a C square, and we're going to make 4 of these. So we're just going to sew them together just like that. I'm going to come back when it's time to press them out, and we'll move on to step 7. All right, I have gone ahead and created all of those, all 4 of those. I'm pressing towards my D fabric. We're pressing towards the triangle here. There is all 4. Let's go ahead and move on to step 7. Okay, for step 7, it says to add a small triangle of D to the top of step 6. So we're just completing that as such. So we're going to make this 4 times, and I'll come back when it's time to press them out. All right, I have sewn all 4 together just like this. We're pressing again towards our D fabric, so towards the top. There we go. There are all 4 just like that. Let's move on to step number 8. All right, moving on to step 8, it says to join a large triangle of A to the top left of a step 7. Remember, if you're doing San Marco, your white fabric, pay attention to what side that almost tone-on-tone color is on. There have been a couple of times I've almost gotten it backwards, so just pay attention if you got the San Marco colorway. Otherwise, you're just going to join them together just like this. We're going to make 4 of these in total, and I'm going to come back when it's time to press all 4 of these out, so I'll be right back. Okay, now that we have sewn all that together, we are going to press towards our A fabric. Again, I'm using that up and over method. I probably could grab my regular sized iron, which might work a little bit better, but I'm able to get it done with my little iron here. There we go. All 4 are complete. Let's go ahead and move on to step number 9. All right, moving on to step number 9, it says to join a step 8 to the left of a step 5, and we're going to put them together like this so that our C fabric lines up diagonally. I talk about bow ties a lot here in the Puzzle Mystery Quilt, and here we have another bow tie with our D fabric right in the center. Our A fabric will be to our left, our B fabric will be towards our right. They point out away from the center just like this. We're going to put this together, and we're going to do it 4 times, and I'll come back when it's time to press them all out. All right, I have sewn all 4 of those together, and now I am pressing towards the block that has the E fabric in it. So we're pressing away from our A fabric towards our E fabric square, just like that. And I have 4 of those completed just like that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move on to step number 10. All right, step number 10 says to join an A rectangle to the bottom of a step 9. When it's all said and done, it'll measure 12.5 by 9.5. Again, I don't measure unless I see something really off, and we're going to make 4 of these in total, so it should look like this whenever we're done. I'm going to go ahead and sew all 4 together, and I'll come back when it's time to press it out. All right, I have sewn all 4 of those together, and let's press it out. We're pressing our A fabric down, towards our A fabric, I should say, so downwards from the top of this clue. And I'm stalling for time. There we go. There is our clue. All right, so I have completed all 4 of our clue 9, section 9, however you want to say that. I'm going to move that over here so you can see it a little more clearly. I know it doesn't exactly show up. Actually, let me move this over here, and then you can see it very clearly when I put it on my wool pressing mat. There we go. That looks a little better. So there we go. There is our clue 9 completed. We have 4 of them all together. I'm going to label them as either clue 9 or section 9, and we are ready for the reveal happening April. It's so close, but yet so far. We're almost there, and I can't wait to see how this comes together.